Welcome. Imagine a country with the world's largest oil reserves, yet its people queue for bread while their leader, Nicolas Maduro, dines on gold-dusted steaks in palaces. Tonight, we expose the top 10 most outrageous luxuries of Maduro, a man who preaches socialist austerity while living like a cartoon villain. Each item is a direct insult to every Venezuelan struggling to survive. Let's begin. Number 10. La Casona, the presidential residence. Tucked away in the heart of Caracas, this sprawling estate is more than just a home for Venezuela's leader. It's a world apart, a place shrouded in secrecy and luxury, in a nation where millions struggle to find stable housing and many live in makeshift shelters. President Maduro enjoys a mansion equipped with private cinemas, sparkling pools, and perfectly manicured gardens. The contrast is impossible to ignore. This isn't just a home, it's a fortress, protected by high walls, security cameras, and armed guards. La Casona stands as a symbol of the vast chasm between Venezuela's ruler and its people, a daily reminder of privilege and power. While families are forced to sleep in abandoned buildings or on the streets, Maduro's inner circle enjoys access to a network of state-owned luxury properties, each one more extravagant than the last. These homes are filled with opulent furnishings, rare artwork, and every imaginable comfort. These are not just homes, they're safe havens, completely shielded from the chaos, poverty, and uncertainty that define daily life for most Venezuelans. Inside these compounds, the world's troubles seem to melt away. The irony is hard to miss. Maduro rose to power on promises to uplift the poor and bring equality to Venezuela. Yet, his lifestyle is the very definition of bourgeois excess, a stark contradiction to his public persona. The official narrative is one of shared sacrifice, of enduring hardship together, but the reality is two Venezuelas, one of unimaginable luxury, the other of daily struggle where families wait in long lines for basic necessities while the elite dine in splendor. La Casona stands as a monument to inequality, its imposing architecture looming over a city marked by protest and deprivation. It's a daily reminder of the promises broken and the dreams deferred. It's the modern, let them eat cake, but with gold-plated cutlery and gourmet banquets. The hypocrisy is staggering, and the message is clear. The gap between the powerful and the powerless has never been wider. And that's just the start. The story of La Casona is only the beginning of a much larger tale of privilege, power, and the deep divides that shape Venezuela today. Number 9. Maduro's fleet of luxury cars. This is not just a collection of vehicles, it's a symbol of power and privilege, rolling through the heart of a struggling nation. These convoys, with their tinted windows and armored exteriors, are a stark reminder of the distance between Venezuela's rulers and its people. While public transport has collapsed and citizens cling to overcrowded buses or even ride atop trucks, Maduro's convoys of armored SUVs glide effortlessly through Caracas. For most Venezuelans, getting to work or school is a daily struggle, marked by long waits and unreliable service. But for the elite, the city's chaos is just scenery behind bulletproof glass. Each of these vehicles costs hundreds of thousands of dollars, money that could have repaired countless public buses or imported desperately needed spare parts. Instead, these resources are funneled into maintaining a fleet that serves only a handful of people, while the majority are left stranded. The message is clear. The comfort and security of the elite matter above all else. Ordinary Venezuelans are forced to endure hardship, while those in power glide by, untouched and unconcerned. Gasoline shortages cripple the country, leaving drivers waiting for hours or even days. But Maduro's motorcade never runs dry. There's always enough fuel for the powerful, even as ordinary people ration what little they can find. The state's resources are reserved for the oppressor's vehicles, not the people's. Government fleets are prioritized, while families are left to push their cars or walk for miles. It's a rolling metaphor for the regime, consuming the nation's wealth, leaving everyone else behind. The contrast between privilege and poverty is infuriating, and it plays out on the streets every single day. While Venezuelans walk for miles under the scorching sun, Maduro rides in air-conditioned luxury, shielded from the suffering outside. Mobility for the few, misery for the many. That's the reality in Venezuela today, a nation where the powerful move freely, and the rest are left behind, struggling to keep up. Number 8. Gourmet imported foods. As Venezuelans endure hunger and malnutrition, Maduro feasts on imported delicacies. Remember the Salt Bay incident? Maduro dined on gold-covered steak while his people starved. The presidential palace is stocked with fine wines and premium meats, while basic staples are out of reach for most. The government's food program offers crumbs to the loyal, nothing to the rest. Maduro's robust appearance is a cruel contrast to his people's suffering. He blames sanctions, but his table is never empty. It's hypocrisy served on a silver platter. The cruelty is medieval. Number 7. Lavish international trips. While most Venezuelans struggle to afford even basic necessities, President Nicolas Maduro and his inner circle travel the world in style, untouched by the hardships facing their people. For most Venezuelans, leaving the country is impossible. Passports are expensive and hard to get, and many are forced to wait for months, sometimes years, just to receive travel documents. The dream of escaping the crisis is out of reach for millions. For Maduro, the world is his playground. He and his entourage glide through exclusive airport lounges, welcomed by foreign dignitaries, far removed from the chaos back home. He jets around the globe, staying in five-star hotels and dining in luxury, all on state funds. Every detail is meticulously arranged for maximum comfort and extravagance, with no expense spared. Meanwhile, millions flee Venezuela on foot, risking everything to escape. Families walk for days, even weeks across dangerous terrain, hoping for a better life in neighboring countries. These trips are less about diplomacy, more about enjoying stolen wealth far from prying eyes. Maduro is often seen shopping at high-end boutiques, attending lavish galas and touring palaces, all while his people suffer. Each junket costs millions, money that could save lives at home. The price of just one of these trips could fund food, medicine, or schools for thousands of Venezuelans. The contrast is obscene. Luxury air travel for the few, desperate treks for the many. While Maduro reclines in first class, ordinary citizens face hunger, danger, and uncertainty. Maduro claims to fight imperialism, yet indulges in its pleasures. He rails against foreign powers but eagerly enjoys the comforts and luxuries those same countries offer. It's a global victory tour for a ruling class that's looted its nation. The hypocrisy is breathtaking, and the suffering of ordinary Venezuelans only grows with every extravagant trip. Number 6. Designer watches and jewelry. Maduro rails against capitalist greed while wearing watches worth more than most Venezuelans will earn in a lifetime. Brands like Rolex and Patek Philippe adorn his wrist. His wife flaunts gold and diamonds. In a country where people sell wedding rings for food, the first family is dripping in luxury. These aren't just accessories, they're political statements. The rules don't apply to us. The cost of a single watch could fund a hospital or pay hundreds of teachers. Instead, it's spent on trinkets for the elite. The display is gaudy, tone-deaf, and deeply insulting. It's not just poor taste, it's an indictment. The message: we are untouchable. Number 5. Secret Swiss bank accounts. While some wealth is flaunted, the real treasure is hidden offshore. Billions siphoned from oil, gold, and currency schemes are stashed in secret accounts, far from Venezuela. International sanctions have frozen assets and exposed a vast web of corruption. The scale is staggering, hundreds of billions looted, enough to rebuild the nation. While the country collapses, Maduro's circle becomes billionaires. This is the ultimate betrayal. A revolution for the poor, hijacked for personal gain. Number 4. The private security force. While hospitals and schools crumble, Maduro's security apparatus thrives. Elite military units, feared police, and armed gangs form a shield around the regime. Their loyalty is bought with money, food, and privilege. The cost diverts resources from social programs to regime survival. The message protecting power is more important than public well-being. The security force enables the elite's opulence, separating them from the suffering outside. It's the ultimate luxury, impunity, enforced by force. Number 3. Exclusive art collections. As public museums decay, Maduro's circle allegedly amasses private collections of priceless art. Masterpieces by Venezuelan and international artists decorate their mansions, hidden from the people. It's cultural theft, draining not just financial wealth but the nation's soul. Art becomes a tool for laundering money and cementing status. The national heritage is privatized, while the public is left with empty galleries. It's decadence disguised as taste. The regime steals both the country's future and its past. Number 2. Personal luxury jets. While the national airline is grounded, Maduro's fleet of private aircraft flies high. The flagship, a customized Airbus with a bedroom, office, and lounge. These jets are used for vacations and medical trips abroad, luxuries denied to ordinary Venezuelans. From 40,000 feet, the suffering below is invisible. The jets are a bubble, transporting the elite from one luxury to another. Sanctions? No problem. They just acquire new jets. The escape route is always ready. Number 1. Extravagant parties and events. While the nation mourns and starves, the palace parties on. Opulent weddings, lavish banquets, and exclusive galas fill the regime's social calendar. Public spectacles, parades, rallies, music festivals cost millions, projecting a false image of power and normalcy. The infamous Suena Caracas festival saw millions spent on music while hospitals ran out of medicine. These celebrations are a declaration of contempt. The suffering of the people is ignored, even mocked. It's bread and circuses. Without the bread, the regime dances while the country burns. Their ability to celebrate amid crisis is the ultimate expression of impunity. It's a Nero fiddling while Rome burns moment, with more salsa and a higher body count. 10 snapshots of obscene luxury, lived in parallel to national catastrophe. Every dollar spent on opulence is stolen from those in need. The revolution promised to empower the poor, but enriched a ruthless elite. The contrast between Maduro's gilded cage and Venezuela's suffering is the crisis itself. Awareness is the first step. Don't let this hypocrisy go unseen. Share this video. The people of Venezuela deserve justice. Thank you for watching.